This isn't a horror, it's gooner garbage. This is 31 Days of Horror, where I'll be watching a horror movie every day of October. Today is day 24, and I watched VHS. This found footage horror is broken up into a unique anthology format, where we mainly follow a group of criminals breaking into a house looking for a VHS tape, and then we watch some of the creepy haunted tapes they find as they explore. I think this format is extremely exciting in how it allows indie horror directors to have a platform to create low-budget short films. Budding filmmakers can come together and showcase their voices in a shared world. But that's where my praise for the movie ends, because the actual execution of both the short films and the overarching narrative surrounding them is abysmally done. For found footage to work, there needs to be a believable reason for the footage to exist in the first place. When there's no longer a fourth wall to break, and the camera becomes a character, it's crucial that filming feels essential to the story. Here, every short either completely lacks a reason to have been filmed, or the reason is solely sexual. Every story involves a man trying to convince a woman to be filmed having sex or showing off her body, and then getting aggressive when she understandably doesn't consent. The final story is the only one without the main character sexually assaulting a woman. The men actually save a woman from a deadly situation, only to be punished for it because she turns out to be a malevolent spirit. So the whole film reads as extremely misogynistic, painting women in a completely unflattering light as either crazy killers, prudes, or nymphos. The plot for every one of these stories is ridiculously dumb. It's clear that how and why things happen isn't a concern, and that the focus is solely on pornographic and gory visuals. And even then, the focus really is just on the objectification of women, because for every one jump scare or frightening moment, there are about 3 titty drops or moments of unnecessary nudity. So to me, VHS feels like a gross gooner movie for perverted sadist psychos to get off to. I actively disliked my time watching this, and it baffles me that it spawned an entire franchise with 7 installments and an 8th on the way. While I appreciate what this concept does for indie filmmakers, giving them a chance to experiment and collaborate, I can't stand behind the actual stories these filmmakers choose to tell. This is by far the worst thing I've watched this month, easily a 1 out of 10. If you appreciate horror that doesn't objectify women, and stories actually worth caring about, then like and follow for the rest of the challenge.